Hello guys, Ashley here, also as Ashley fan. Back today with another WWE series review. The series I'm going to talk about is Forbidden, a underage love story. It is about Dean Ambrose and Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss is 16 years old, Dean Ambrose is 27 years old, so let's get into it. This is honestly one of my favorite, when I say this, absolutely favorite WWE series. It is so intriguing. It is so good. And they also had two more follow-up seasons to Lazua's Part and Rizzy Love's Company, which I will also be talking about. Underage, Forbidden. This is so good. I don't even know where to begin. Maybe I should talk about AJ Lee and Caitlyn are kind of like her friends. Like, I'll just start there with the characters. I'll start there, then I'll talk about being Alexa Bliss in a relationship. So the characters. I do like Alexa Bliss. She's easy to root for because she's being preyed on, she's being manipulated and gaslighted by this older man. You can honestly tell that she definitely got some of her ideas from Fear, the 1996 movie, which is honestly one of my favorite movies. I absolutely love Fear. It's so crazy how popular the movie has gotten recently. Like, it's like crazy popular everywhere. It is blatantly clear that she definitely got some of the stuff from that movie. I do like Alexa Bliss. She's very easy to root for. She definitely wrote her to be naive, and it's very, I hate to say that, but it's very obvious that that's what she was doing because she's never been in love before. So when she meets this guy who was 27 years old and she's 16, she's falling in love for the first time, and she kind of doesn't want anyone to ruin it. Even though you're thinking in your head, this guy's 27 years old, what would he want with a 16-year-old girl? It's very questionable, it's very strange, it's pedophilia, it's everything above that you could think of. Everything above and over. I remember thinking when I first watched this, like, her and Dean Ambrose were so cute. I remember thinking, like, why does everybody want to drive a wedge between their relationship? That just shows you how young I was, because, child, watching this series older at 22 years old, thinking, like, yo, no way should I have been shipping Dean Ambrose, Alexa Bliss, and Forbidden. No way should I have been shipping them. I do like Alexa Bliss. She's easy to root for. She's cute. She's charming. She she wrote her the way that it's supposed to be intended. I have nothing really against Alexa Bliss because she's easy to root for because she's being preyed on and manipulated and pretty much tricked by Dean Ambrose. Everything that he's told her has been a lie since the very beginning. I think he told her that he was 24, but he's honestly 27 years old. He lied about his name. His real name was not Dean Ambrose. It's Jonathan Dean Good. Like, he's been lying from the very beginning. He's been manipulating and just tricking her from the very beginning of their relationship. Let's go on to Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose, he is definitely the type of guy that you don't know that. I like how she depicts, like, different types of first love for people. I'm not sure if anyone in real life has gone through a situation like this, like how they've gone through. Not saying like 16 or 27, but like at any age of that doubt. I like how she depicts it for Alexa Bliss, that even though this guy is older, that she don't see anything wrong with it, and that's kind of like the problem, that Alexa Bliss don't see anything wrong with the fact that he is 27 years old and wants to have a future with a 16-year-old girl. It's very, 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 very weird. Very, very troubling. I think Dean Ambrose is a character who's very interesting, very, very intriguing. You kind of want to understand him a little bit more. He's very, very mysterious. He has a lot of deep, dark secrets, like the money underneath his bed. He talks about Maurice as if he kills her, which, spoiler alert, he does. He's just very, very dangerous. He's like a gaslighter, a manipulator. He's a pretender. He's really tricking Alexa Bliss into thinking that he's all these things that he's not. And when Caitlyn and AJ Lee found out about who he really was, when Stone Cold Steve Austin hired a private investigator, he is a criminal. He has a criminal record. He's robbed banks. He's done all the things above that he's pretty much liked her about. I do think Dean Ambrose is a very, very intriguing character, and his character gets even more chaotic as the seasons go on. But in Forbidden, I like how she's kind of like showing you that sometimes you don't know who your partner is until you get with them. Like, pretty much this is a love bombing relationship. And if you don't know what love bombing is when you're in a relationship with someone or you're getting together with them and they kind of make you believe all these things about them that are not true. Pretty much just sending you on the manipulation journey. Like, Deanne Rose is telling her about all these little lies about his life and everything like that. You know, the story that he told her about his mother, that was very, very traumatic. I couldn't even imagine going to a situation like that where you're getting bullied and you guys are poor and your mom is doing things for money and you come home and she pretty much just like kills herself. Like, I couldn't imagine that. I couldn't imagine what he went through. That's very, very traumatic. I couldn't even imagine that. But I think a lot of that pain and suffering that he did have because of what happened with his mother, I think is what led him to his destructive relationships with women. I think it comes from mommy issues of not having her around more. And maybe this is some of the things that he did see with her doing prostitution. Maybe it was some of the things that how he saw some of some of the guys that she did stuff with treat her. Maybe that's how he's treating them. Like Alexa Bliss, like it's definitely like a love bomb situation. Like he's definitely tricking her into thinking that he's like this nice guy, passionate guy. He's all like about hugs and flowers and love and romance, and he's not. he's not. He's not any of those things. So like it was definitely a love bombing situation, which I have more to talk about when I get to relationships in a minute. Is want to talk about the characters, but I definitely think the Animals was very intriguing. Let's talk about Seth Rollins and Randy Orton and Corey Graves a little bit. They were in here. And Roman Reigns was in here too, but he didn't have a lot of screen time. So we're just talking about people who were like really involved. Seth Rollins was okay. He kind of just like, they had like minor appearances. They didn't really get a chance to show a lot of themselves like how did you see them in the season 2. But Seth Rollins was okay. He got involved with AJ Lee, which is very questioning. Randy Orton was here. Randy Orton was a douche. He tried to force himself onto AJ Lee, which is just like, no. And Corey Graves is just weirdo. But like, they didn't really have really big roles in this season. They were kind of just there for the ride. I want to talk about them because they are very important to the season finale, which I'm definitely going to talk about the season finale. They're very, very important. So let's talk about AJ Lee and Caitlyn as Elizabeth's friends. They were very loyal. They were really very, very ride or dies for Elizabeth. I don't think they were into her having this online relationship with Dean Ambrose from the very beginning, but they supported it because they wanted her to be happy. But when they found out about who he really was, they really were there for Alexa Bliss on helping her try to get her to see who he really was. And I was all down for that. Like, when she told them about the money under his bed, that's what made Caitlyn just want to dive deep more into who he really is, everything like that. And I'm thinking like, yeah, I'm feeling Caitlyn at this moment. Like, something about him just ain't right. It's like, I don't know, something off about him. Like, he seems to be holding a lot of stuff back. He seems to keep lying about a lot of this stuff. It's like, who is he for real? So when the private investigator came to Caitlyn's house and told her, like, hey, he's a criminal. He's been involved in a whole bunch of criminal activities. He is not who he pretends to be. And I was all down for her trying to tell Elizabeth who he really was in the finale. It just didn't turn out that way. Let's talk about Elizabeth's parents, Sunny and LaStone Chrissy Boston. Sunny is annoying as hell. She is definitely that type of Christian who wants to force all her beliefs onto Alexa Bliss. It is absolutely annoying. Now, I had nothing against Alexa Bliss's parents trying to keep her away from Dean, especially when they found out that he was lying about being in high school. I definitely understood why they didn't want her to be with him, because not only did you lie about him being in high school, we found out that this guy is older. I think they found out that he was involved in like criminal activity stuff. Um, Definitely was on their side with why they didn't want her to be with Dean. First of all, he's not your age, and he has a criminal past. No. You're not gonna be with any guy like that. No. Not gonna happen. Stokely Boston, he was a good dad, definitely a good father. When he slapped Alexa Bliss, I was just like, yo, what the fuck? Like when he slapped her, Sonny was annoying from start to finish. Like she was just so annoying, always nagging and complaining, and just like, ugh, shut the fuck up, won't you? But on some extent, they were good parents. They were just looking out for her best interests at heart. I just wish Sonny wasn't just so annoying about it. So let's talk about, honestly, the series is like really, really good. Season 1 for this is honestly really good. I feel like there's like no boring episode. Just seeing the slow burn of her and Dean's relationship and just seeing how it transpires into Liza's part is honestly just very, very intriguing, with him love bombing Alexa Bliss more and more and more with his lies, and just like seeing her fall for it is very, very like troubling. It's very sad. It's like you're rooting for her. It's like you understand why, because she's in love for the first time, and like she doesn't want anyone to ruin it. She doesn't want her parents getting involved. Like she's willing to run away with him. She's willing to fight her parents for being with him. Like she's willing to do all of it because she wants to be with him, and she won't listen to reason. No matter how many times people tell her that he's lying or anything like that, she won't listen to reason. When she came to the party and he was like, getting involved with you was such a bad idea, you're just a kid, I remember thinking like, wow, talk about manipulation. You didn't want to get involved with me because I was a kid. That didn't stop you from talking to me. That didn't stop you from pursuing a relationship with me. Oh yeah, but I was a kid. I remember thinking like, God, wow, talk about manipulation on the highest level form. Basically trying to make her feel bad, like basically trying to flip the script and trying to make her feel bad as if she pursued him, which is not true at all. Did she lie about her age? She did lie, but when he found out how old she was, you would think that any person like that would be like, we can't be together because you're lying about your age. No, he stayed pursuing. That was manipulation at the highest form. The first time, she definitely wrote that to be romantic when it shouldn't have been, in my opinion. This is an older man who is love bombing Alexa Bliss in every turn, and he is love bombing her and manipulating her. It's like that love scene should have not been as romantic as it was, in my opinion. Let me get to the finale because my dad wants me. He's here visiting me. But the finale was really good, you know, with the ambush and them trying to send Alexa Bliss off to Texas to live with her aunt, and all those chaotic with Dean Rose coming there and tying up her parents, tying up Angela and Caitlyn, and shooting her mother in the head and lying about what happened. He shot him. He told everyone to shoot him to make it look like Stone Cold Steve Austin shot him. Like, he was such a liar. He was such a manipulator. And like the finale was really good. Like, it's what she was expected. She originally did have a season 2 out, but she deleted it, and then she came up with the other season 2 cast. Honestly, Forbidden. I keep calling it Forbidden Fruit. I don't know why, but Forbidden Underage Love Story with Dean Alexa Bliss, a very, very good WWE series. A+ for me, 10 out of 10. Absolutely one of the best WWE series I have ever watched. It's honestly really good. You would never be disappointed. But I really didn't have a lot to say because I wanted to get straight to the point with this. But stay tuned when I talk about To Lies, and definitely stay tuned for Mizzy Loves Company, because me personally, Mizzy Loves Company ended this entire, to me, I feel like Mizzy Loves Company, no offense to the writer or the user creator, I'm not here to defend anyone, but this is still my opinion at the end of the day. I feel like Missy Love's Company really wrote that conclusion terrible, in my opinion. It ended really terrible. It was just awful, in my opinion. How she handled everything felt rushed, which I will get into, but for right now, I say watch Forbidden. You will not be disappointed, and I'll see you guys next time.